Joe here in the opening round.
Yeah, you're right. He's very confident in the way he attacks. You know, he didn't waste no time. He's sticking to Russ like glue. He's imposing his will. He's pushing him back, and he's having a good round so far. Working behind a good jab. I saw some good body shots by Shackelford.
Nice
good overhand right, yeah.
Wow. Good right hand from Shackelford here early.
He's trying to take Russ's heart early on.
When you looked at this fight on the paper, you said, you know what, this could be really intriguing, and it is.
Yeah, this is just a flat-out slugfest. Here in the early going.
Oh,
Nice right hand. That one might wobble Shackelford momentarily, but he's coming right back.
I think he did, you know, but he's making it hard. He's giving Russ no room to breathe. He's not giving him any space. He needs to continue with that pressure.
Well, the way this fight is going here early is made more interesting by the fact that this is a swing bout. These guys were kind of supposed to be perpetually ready here tonight. They didn't know when they were walking. And typically in that situation, you see a little bit of a slower start. Instead, we have Russ and Shackelford just going at it here in the opening 2 minutes.
Well, I think that was Shackelford's mentality from his get-go. You know, that's his game plan. To start off the bat, and he's doing a great job of doing it in this first round. I guarantee you, Russ didn't expect that.
No.
He didn't expect for Shackelford to jump on him that quick. I mean, he cut the distance very fast. You know, with the jab, just has confidence in himself. See, every time he backs up and he gives Russ room, he gets hit. So he needs to stay on him, keep that distance short. Nice short uppercuts up the middle that keeps landing. He's got to be in great shape to keep that kind of momentum going, and he is in that kind of shape because we've seen him in the past. He's non-stop action. Let's see if Russ can take that heat.
John Suckins.
Closing moments of what has been an entertaining opening round between Gordy Russ and Josiah Shackelford.
Side.
Well, we mentioned that Shackelford, a professional musician, he made some sweet music in that first round, pressuring Gordy Russ and just putting it on him against the ropes, overhand rights. Not everything getting there, but he landed quite a few big shots. And, well, you're right. I don't think Russ expected that.
No, he's got to wake up.
Round 2 underway. We saw the all-star cast in the corner of Gordy Russ. Jonathan Banks, former trainer, heavyweight champion Vladimir Klitschko. Tony Harrison, former world champion, a man who Gordy Russ refers to as his big brother. A lot of terrific guidance in the corner of Gordy Russ, but he's got a motivated Josiah Shackelford right on his chest again, the same place he was to begin the fight.
Honestly, I think Shackelford, seeing the kind of fighter's corner he has in his team, Russ, you know, it's motivated him to try to stay on him and beat him. At the end of the day, Russ needs to listen to his corner, and so far it doesn't look like he's doing what they want him to do, because there goes Shackelford coming forward. He can't afford to give him space. Every time he gives him room, you see Russ be successful with a nice 1-2 down the middle. So he's got to crowd him, he's got to smother him, take some of that power away.
Russ is trying to come forward here in this round, as you point out, landing some good shots, but Shackelford's not giving way.
Nice right hand there from Shackelford, and another one now backing up Gordy Russ. We've got an all-Detroit banger brewing right here as Gordy Russ comes back with a monstrous uppercut, and Shackelford comes over the top of the right hand. Russ just trying trying to find some space to operate, but he's finding himself getting rocked with right hands instead.
We saw Shackelford on our series, and we commented upon it. He will throw as many right hands as he possibly can, and he is landing them.
Russ is in trouble right now as he wobbles against the ropes. The right hands just keep on coming from Mighty Joe.
Shackelford just keeps closing that distance. Every time Russ backs up, he's making the mistake of standing up too tall, and he gets hit by 1-2 by Shackelford. Look at Shackelford bumping him off. He's a smart fighter. He knows what he's doing in there.
The problem for Russ is when he lands big power punches that should push Shackelford off of him, it doesn't.
Russ misses over the top with one big right hand, and Shackelford comes back with a flurry. Walks right into a beautiful uppercut from Gordy Russ, who might have Shackelford.
10 seconds. Time.
Well, were there any highlights in that last round? I don't know how we could find some. Well, Shackelford with the pressure, continuing the pressure. And we talked about how could Russ turn it around? How could he do that? Well, he started to. He started landing big shots like that right hand, an uppercut he had landed as well. And he got Shackelford in trouble. And this is how the round ended, with a pitched battle. And that's the big uppercut that started the turnaround for Russ. And then he was able to do great work. Well, what a tremendous round of boxing.
Round 3 underway in what, Al, I think you correctly described as kind of an early career crossroads bout between two Detroit rivals who have been going at it here, Gordy Russ and Josiah Shackelford. Both men have been hurt. Both men seemingly have landed their best shot. We still have plenty of time to go. Right hand on the top of Shackelford. Shackelford's corner telling him he's hurt, he's hurt. They feel that Shackelford might have an opportunity here, but we've seen this before.
Be careful, Shackelford, when he attacks. You don't want to get caught with that uppercut like Russ. Russ is trying to time him. Russ is looking for openings. But I'm telling you, that momentum and that pressure that Shackelford has is making it hard for Russ.
You know, Russ is probably the technically more proficient fighter, even though Shackelford is not without skill. But Shackelford's will, indomitable will, and that ridiculous right hand has just been too much for him.
The volume of Shackelford has been there. We saw about 20 seconds ago, Shackelford was just flurrying to the body as Gordy Russ was talking to referee Ansel Stewart. Shackelford has just been dogged in his pressure and his focus.
So Russ needs to use his speed, use his jab, control the distance, turn him around. He's standing too much in front of Shackelford. That's why he's getting punished. And he should go toe-to-toe with Shackelford, because Shackelford gets the best out of him the whole time he goes toe-to-toe.
That uppercut to turn things around for Russ in the last round. He landed it and then got a sweeping right hand behind it. But it's the right hand from Shackelford again that rocks Russ back against the ropes.
Man, back and forth action, but it's still Shackelford getting the best out of Russ.
Well, Shackelford's motor is amazing, and the question will be whether he can do this over 6 shots. Now, we saw the previous fight do that, so if he can, he might have his way in this match.
He can. with that momentum, with that pace.
Shackelford. 2, 3 of them. 10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds.
As Josiah Shackelford is having the fight of his life here tonight.
Die.
It's another good round for Shackelford. Keeps that momentum going. Look at that overhand right that Russ took. 2 overhand rights. Shackelford set it up with the jab. He missed again with the right hand. He's just busy in there. He's busier. He's persistent with that pressure. He keeps coming. He keeps pushing him. He's in great shape. He's confident. That's that right hand I was talking about. Russ needs to find a way to get away from that right hand. He's not even blocking it or trying to go underneath that right hand. Got countered again, missed a 1-2 Russ, and then he got hit by right hand by Shackelford. It was all Shackelford in that round.
Well, guys, let's recontextualize what we're seeing here, because we have, of course, this is a Detroit rivalry, but we have one guy in Josiah Shackelford. Yes, a Detroit Golden Glove champion. He started boxing at the age of 27. He's taking on a guy in Gordy Russ with Detroit boxing royalty cornering him here tonight. What Shackelford is doing is clearly not what was expected.
Now, you knew he was going to be in this fight, but for him to be controlling it like this is really surprising. And you know, Russ has 6 knockouts in his 6 wins. He's going to need that power now to turn this fight around.
Man, it looks like Shackelford is going for the finish. He's busier now. Throwing punches and bunches. There's no slowing down on Shackelford. You gotta tuck that chin in. Sometimes he tends to get a little bit excited and wild with his shots.
Russ's big opportunity, and he almost landed one before. There it is. It's that uppercut. But boy, he's getting raked over the coals again with those right hands.
Nice body shot there from Russ. You have to think he's going to need something big to turn the tide here.
So far, I mean, he can't hurt Shackelford. He can't stop his momentum, his pressure.
In a fighter like Shackelford, you have to back him up at some point, and Russ has had a hard time doing that.
Or be a really good boxer where you're giving him angles and attacking from different sides. Not standing in front of him like he does. Look, he's giving Shackelford everything he needs and he wants, and Shackelford is taking advantage of it. He's keeping him in the corner right there. Good body shot. And he's trying to go toe-to-toe with Shackelford. Turn him, move to the right, move to the left, turn him in circles. There you go. He kind of turned him there a little bit more. Move to the left, move to the right. He's tired, bro. I think Russ is tired.
Huge right hand again there from Shackelford as Russ is trying to find those uppercuts on the inside.
Shackelford coming with the angles now.
And you know, it's not as if Russ isn't producing offense. It's just not quite enough.
Russ trying to find a little bit of bounce in his step. Again, trying to find room to operate. But then when he does get to the inside and work those uppercuts, there's a nice left hook from Russ and a right hand from him as well.
Shackelford goes right back.
10 seconds.
Closing moments of round 4, a better one for Gordy Russ, but still big moments for Josiah Shackelford.
Die.
Well, early on in the round, we see Shackelford doing what he has done, which is be very aggressive and continue throwing those overhand rights. He is just committed to that punch. From the first moment we saw him, he was, and we see it again here tonight.
Russ and Josiah Shackelford. Shackelford comes right out firing that right hand.
Nice jab too by Shackelford.
Doesn't it feel like we've had more than 4 rounds in this fight? We're in the 5th round and it feels like it could be the 8th.
I mean, in the first 2 rounds alone, we saw momentum shifts. We saw both men hurt.
Oh.
Oh, big right hand again there from Shackelford. Both men missed just barely with their right hands just prior to that.
I like that Shackelford throws his combinations, whether it's going to the bottom or up top, and then he finishes with the jab. Watch that double jab at the end to set up his right hand. There's that jab. He's still, controlling the fight in some kind of way with the jab, with the long jab. And he keeps pushing Russ back.
Remember, Shackelford fought in July of this year. He's very, very busy for a guy who basically just started his professional career. There's Gordy Russ with that uppercut. He landed a shot that was very nearly a fight ender earlier on tonight. But does that shot have the same zip that it had in round 2?
I don't think it does. I think he's worn down. I think he looks tired. I think Shackelford is breaking him. Shackelford might have taken his heart away already. He's trying, but too slow. And you see Shackelford is a smarter fighter now.
All of what we've seen of Josiah Shackelford several times is just indomitable will. He just wants to impose his will on you. And it's not without technique. He's got a really good jab. The overhand right is great. So there's a lot to recommend him. And Russ, who's a very good fighter, is just finding it hard.
See how he touches it with the jab. He pushes Russ with the jab to set up his right hand and his combinations. There's that jab again. Overhand right. I mean, he's doing what he has to do. He's taking care of business.
The Russ has had some better moments in this round, but they have been few and far between.
I think to your point, Al, obviously, we're seeing Shackelford do some good things technically. We're seeing the head movement, obviously the right hand. But I think what we're seeing is Shackelford besting a man with persistence and with fitness.
Exactly.
And more power on his shots too than Russ.
Nice full counter right hand from Shackelford. That'll be the closing moment of the round.
There's some more action there by Shackelford. Look at those big bombs. Controlling the fight again with the jab, then moving again with the other side with the jab. There's that plowing jab, 2 or 3 jabs right in his face. Set up the right hand. He keeps landing those bombs.
Doing a great job. Small round.
Small round, still.
Round 6, baby. Keep your hands up. Nothing stupid, baby.
Sixth and final round here between Gordy Russ and Josiah Shackelford. And guys, when I spoke to Gordy Russ before his fight against Janine Boston in December to get kind of his outlook on boxing, he said, I look for knockouts, nothing else. That's what matters to me. He might need one here in the 6th and final round.
And he is getting raked over the coals by Shackelford.
Not getting knocked out himself, Corey. Man, I love the way he threw those fast, explosive combinations. Talking about Shackelford, they landed that big, powerful right hand. There it goes again.
Trade right hands. As Gordy Russ is going to need something big, you have to think here in the 6th and final round.
Well, as you aptly pointed out, he wants knockouts. Every win he's had has been by knockouts, Russ. And yes, he might need it.
Shackelford just missing with that right hand again. Shackelford's corner reminding him, just keep jabbing. And I think because of the concussive nature of these right hands, Al, we maybe haven't talked about the Shackelford jab enough because it has been just percussive all night long.
You are reading my mind. The first time we saw him on Big Fights USA Boxing, Big Time USA Boxing, we have seen the evolution of his jab be better, and man, it is good tonight.
Splitting the guard of Gordy Russ again. And there were times earlier in this fight too, Raul, where it seemed like Russ was trying to do that. He's trying to parry the jab, trying to just block the jab with his power hand, and Shackelford is just breaking through again and again.
Yes, that pressure, you know, that Shackelford's pressure, he's stronger, he's got a better jab, and also that mental pressure, you know, Russ is more, what he's trying to do something here, trying to pull out something out of his pocket at the last minute, but Shackelford still coming forward, banging the body all over Russ. Has him on the ropes.
Final 30 seconds of this contest.
He's like, man, how do I get Shackelford off of me?
And you know, this fight, we don't know how it's going to be judged, but if Shackelford needed a round to cement a win, he's done it here in this round.
Another right hand rocks Russ back. See blood coming from the mouth.
10 seconds.
What a fight!
All the way to the end.
Time.
What a moment for Josiah Shackelford, who might have just picked up a career-changing victory.
There was so much action in that last round, most of it coming from Shackelford, who threw combinations, and what else? The right hand, which he threw consistently, and he made Russ's night so difficult with that punch. Astonishing performance by him and both fighters.
I agree.
When you think about what 6-rounders between Detroit fighters would have looked like at Cobo Hall back in the 80s and 90s, that's what those fights look like.
Precisely. That is exactly what they look like. And that's why the tradition of boxing in this town is so rich.
Right, that is a well-matched local slugfest between Gordy Russ and Josiah Shackelford. And it looks like we are moments away from the decision. It is in the hands of Pete Trevino, so let's send it back up to Mr. Froden.
Take away
Ladies
Pete.
and gentlemen, please put a big round of applause together for both of the boxers in the center of the ring. After 6 rounds of super welterweight Detroit boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Delgado, Judge Gross, and Judge Santino, all 3 are in agreement and score this matchup 59-55. Your winner by unanimous decision, Josiah Mighty Time!